going. I've got my chair here. Get off my shoes. Okay. So if whatever's being offered this morning, I'm going to repeat it again. If whatever's being offered does not work for your body for whatever reason, you can modify. You could do something else like another posture, or you could skip it altogether. So just know that you are in charge, not me. And just notice how the body is feeling, what the mind is saying, what the body is saying, and all should be well. And I'll be available at the end for questions. So this is a 30-minute class. It's going to be, no, it's 45 minutes. Sorry, I'm in the wrong class. So this is 45 minutes. So let's just start by taking the feet nice and wide and just going ahead and start swinging the arms here like empty coat sleeves. This is just a gentle way to warm the body. This would be a nice move to do when you first get out of bed. And just think about twisting the spine. So you're looking over the shoulder with each twist, and you're giving a nice squeeze to the spinal column. Imagine that spinal column like a wet washcloth. You're wringing it out. Stale chi, stale life force, and moving in fresh. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's keep twisting. Now you're going to tap in the front of the torso, and the back hand is going to tap up by the kidneys if you can get up in there. And you're still looking over the shoulder to the wall behind you. And if you want to add more challenge, lifting the opposite heel as you twist in the opposite direction. Let's do 8, 7, torso and kidneys. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now slowly we're going to unwind. No rushing, just don't abruptly stop. And then from here, we're going to take the feet maybe about shoulder width apart. The hands could rest on the hip crease or the waist. And we're going to start circling the hips. So think about a nice big circle, inhaling forward, exhaling, squeezing the navel to the spine as you round in the back. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Corkscrew back to center. Pause a second here. See how you feel. Notice if you've shifted anything. And now we're going to swirl in the opposite direction. Think about inhaling forward, exhaling back, squeezing that navel to the spine. And also focusing on the breath, that LSD breath, long, slow, and deep. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly coming back to center, moving on up to shoulders, rolling the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. We tend to slump these days with all of the computers, steering wheels, punching over iPads, etc. So we're going to open up the chest and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other direction with the shoulders. Just generating invisible circles in the air with your shoulders, and also generating synovial fluid, which is the fluid that lubricates all the joints in the body. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then here we're going to shake out the arms. The humerus bone is rotating in the shoulder girdle, just shaking out the arms. So the synovial fluid isn't generated until you start moving the joints. So we're busy generating synovial fluid, helping our body out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And a lot of these could also be done sitting in the chair. You don't have to be standing if the move works sitting in the chair. Let's extend the arms out to the side. The palms can face the floor. Shoulders drop away from ears, and the legs are fairly stable and wide. Let's slide the rib cage to the right, come back to center, and then isolate the ribs as you go to the left. So you're sliding the rib cage, everything else is fixed and still. So you're busy getting some blood flow, some stimulation to those internal organs who are working 24/7. So let's slide from side to side. Let's do 4, or as many as you can manage. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's come back to center. Now the arms are fixed. The arms don't move, just the torso, tilting right, like a human teeter-totter, coming back to center, tilting to left. Nice and gentle. So you're standing tall. Imagine the head is a helium balloon. It floats up to the sky. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back to center, let's float the arms down slowly. Try to resist the gravity. Don't just let them collapse. And then again, you want to shake the legs, shake the arms. It's always a good idea. So now from here, if you've got a chair, you could also use a wall for support. If you have an available wall or a piece of furniture that's not going to move if you push any kind of stress on it, I'm going to use the chair for support. So here, the closest leg to the chair is the right leg. I've got my hand on the back of the chair, and I'm going to just gently start swinging the left leg, the left straight leg, and the foot will stay flexed. So you're swinging that leg, a little balance challenge here. The highest you might want to go with the leg would be up to waist height, but just whatever your optimum lift is for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, slow it down, 1, slowly de-escalate, don't just abruptly stop. Very nice. Now you might want to shake out the legs, right and left. Let's go again with the weight in the right leg. We're going to lift the left heel. You're going to lift and you're going to spread the 5 toes nice and wide, getting some blood flow in there. Inhale and exhale as you lift and lower the left heel, lifting and pressing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, yes, and 1. Now you're going to relift that left heel. Now you're going to circle the ankle. So now we're going to isolate the ankle joint. Knee and thigh just go along for the ride. So getting some blood flow, some flexibility and strength going in the feet and the ankles, avoiding falls, hopefully it will help you avoid falls. And then circling the other way. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Place that heel down. Let's shake out right leg, shake out left leg. One more time, just weight in the right leg, relift the left heel. And now we're going to add in hip and ankle together. So this is sort of a little Saturday Night Live fever thing. So you can inhale forward with the hip and the ankle, moving the hip and the ankle simultaneously. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Heel comes down, shake out legs. Now I'm going to go to the other side of my chair. Give that right leg a little bit of a rest. We're going to swing it in a matter of moments. So leg closest to the chair is the left leg. Hand could be on back of chair, maybe on a wall or a bookcase or whatever is available. So shifting the weight into the left leg, start gently swinging the right straight leg. The foot stays flexed. And the highest you'd want to bring it up would be waist height for 8, 7, big full breaths, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one, and slowly de-escalate, not just abruptly stopping, coming on down. Very nice. Let's shake out both legs, give them a little break, and then back to weight in the left leg. We're going to lift the right heel. Think about spreading those 5 toes nice and wide. And we're going to start circling the ankle. Oh, no, lift and lower. Inhale and exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relift that right heel. Now the ankle can start circling. You're breathing, you're standing tall, and you're grounding through the 4 corners of that left foot. Let's circle the other direction with the ankle. Ankle generating the movement for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Take the heel down. Shake again, both legs. Give them a little break. Back to normal, normal-ish. This time we'll do ankle and hip together. So relift the right heel. And then you come forward with the hip, and you're going to circle with the ankle for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to neutral, other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Shake out the legs. Very nice. And on this class also, be apprised that we don't go on the earth. So we're only going to be standing or in the chair. So if you have anxiety about getting down on the mat, you don't have to do that. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to take a seat in the chair. So you're going to approach your chair seat. You're going to mindfully place the bum closer to the front of the chair seat as opposed to the back of the chair seat, okay? So feet and legs are about hip distance apart, toes point forward. Let's take the arms up into goalpost arms, goddess arms in yoga. You're going to open the chest. Inhale in the center. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the left. Now we're going to add in lifting the heels every time you move to the right or the left. Let's just start with the arms. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Side to side. 4, 3, 2, nice and twisty, and 1. Come back to center. Now we're going to try it with the lifting of the heels as you move from side to side. So inhale, exhale, lifting heels, exhale, lifting heels, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come back to center. Let's take the arms forward and just swing the arms. Let's just think about swinging those arms. This is why we don't need arms on the chair. So inhale and exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Very nice. Shake all those arms out. Let's take the hands right on the thighs. Not a death press, just a placement. So you're going to take the outside of the right hand and press it against the outside of the right thigh. So we're going to go into a twist here. So that right arm is straight, the fingertips scan the horizon as you twist to the right. Eventually, you'll come to a sticking point. That's where that back arm can grab the back of the chair seat, giving you a little bit more leverage, just as the front hand is giving you leverage. We're in a seated twist here, looking over the shoulder to the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying right here, but slowly unwinding just a little bit. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Use those hands for leverage. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 4, or as many as you can manage. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then unwinding slowly out of that twist, maybe giving the body a little shake. Let's just shake the shoulders. Just up and down. That feels pretty good here. Okay, bringing that to stillness. Let's take the right hand, the back of the right hand presses on the outside of the left thigh. The left arm is straight. The fingertips scan the horizon as you twist to the left now. Everything from the waist down is pointing forward. Everything from the waist up is twisting to the left. When you get to your sticking point, back hand wraps around the back of the chair, and you're going to use that front hand against the thigh for leverage. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying right here, but slightly releasing. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly unwinding out of this twist and then maybe shaking things out. Let's shrug and drop. Shrug the shoulders and drop. Shrug and drop for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Shake everything out, the shoulders, the torso. Let's go ahead and take the hands in front of the chest, the palms face down and the fingertips kind of sort of touch. They don't have to. So you're going to keep your arms in this shape. Inhale, exhale as you squeeze those shoulder blades together and open the chest. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's hold the arms back, returning to goalpost arms, goddess arms. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, modify if you need, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly the arms can come down, shake them out. Maybe grab some water if it's a good time to grab some water. Staying seated in your chair, we're going to take soft fists right in the middle here between, I'd say halfway along the inside of the thigh muscle. So this is going to be an isometric press. The idea with this is the legs are in parallel, feet, toes point forward. You've got a soft fist halfway pressing into the thigh, and you're going to try squeezing those thighs together while you resist with the fists. So I'm using my upper arm against my torso for further support. So what I'll do is we'll start breathing, and we'll do it for a count of 8. Okay, we're going to inhale, start pressing, exhale for 8, 7, 6, try to squeeze the thighs, 5, 4, resist with the fists, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Release everything. Shake it out. Ooh, yeah. Maybe bounce the legs. Yeah. And then we're going to do the opposite. So here I'm using flat of hand on the outside of the thighs, about halfway along the thigh. We're going to try pressing the legs apart, and you're going to try pushing the legs in. So that's your isometric press for that on this version. So you're going to try to extend the legs, the knees outward. You're going to press with the hands inward. Let's start by breathing. Inhale. For a count of 8, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Release it. Oh, shake it out, shake out the legs. You want to bounce the legs. Let's do that. And then just bringing that down to stillness. Let's go ahead and try. You can hang on to the sides of your chair seat, hopefully. You can try this movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Leave them out, leave the legs out, nice and wide. Here, we're going to do like a sweeping movement with the torso and the head. So we're going to sweep to one side, and then we're going to sweep it back and forth, like a little half circle or a rainbow arc with your head. You can imagine that. So we're going to start on the right. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So you're going to find your own rhythm, your own pace here. Make sure you squeeze the abs every time you exhale. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center. Let's take the right forearm and just press it against the inside of the right thigh. Again, an isometric press. So thigh presses into forearm, forearm presses into thigh. Let's float that left arm up to the sky. I'm modifying this. I'm injured on this side, so this is the best I can do here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take this top arm, bend the elbow, plug the fingertips right underneath the collarbone. We're going to inhale and exhale, come back up to sitting a little bit. So you're just kind of moving with your elbow for 4, 3, 2. Let's go the other direction with the elbow, inhaling and exhaling for 4, 3, 2, whee, and 1. Very nice. Coming back to center, maybe shaking out the arms and the hands, maybe little twisties here to recover. And then the left forearm is going to press into the left thigh. The left thigh presses into left forearm. Float the right arm up now. So you've got that isometric press going down below and the stretching of the fingertips high above for 4, 3, 2, 1. Top elbow bends, fingertips plug in below the collarbone here, and you're going to start circling the elbow forward. Inhale forward, exhale back. Kind of come back up to neutral as you come in to the end of that circle. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll go the other way. Of course we will. Circling back with that elbow. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back and just shaking everything out that feels the need. All right. So one more thing. Let's do returning to this one with the palms facing down. We're just going to twist right, back to center, twist left, back to center for 8, 7, 6, nice and twisty, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then coming back to center. Now let's shake anything up, feels the need, and then let's take the legs a little bit wide, not too wide. And this is working on flexibility of the spine. The saying goes now is you are as flexible as your spine is. You are as old as your spine is flexible. That's the saying. So the idea with this one is getting the spine to move in a whip-like fashion. And you're going to do it with the torso and the head. So to start, let's start by leading with the chin, exhaling forward, and then coming down, tucking the chin and rolling it back up as you inhale. Exhale forward. Inhale, tuck the chin as you come up. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back to neutral. And then just pausing here for a breath or two, noticing where the energy may have moved in the body already. Now we'll do the reverse of what we just did. Tuck the chin. Inhale, tuck the chin. And then exhale, you're going forward. It's like your head breaks the waves. You're doing a little dive here. Inhaling forward. Exhaling, breaking the waves. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Last one, tucking, inhaling and exhaling. Very nice. Let's come back to center. Just bounce the legs a bit. And now we mentioned this at the top of the class, but we're having a 3-week chair stand challenge. There's a form in the chat that you can copy and you can fill out the form. So basically what the movement would be moving up and down, standing and coming up and down in the chair. So I normally say you can stack the hands right over the heart, or you can hook the thumbs together. Hook the thumbs together in big fingers here. That's Eagle Mudra in yoga. Option 3 would be holding sides of chair, but that's probably would defeat the purpose of it. But you might need the arms to come forward to help you get up. So there's 4 ways you could do this, but try your best not to hang on to the chair. And then after 3 weeks, it goes through March 24th. You can fill out the form and we'll give you a little stretchy band that Maria uses in her classes. So I'm going to do Eagle Mudra. The feet are flat, the toes point forward. Oh, and I have to time it for 30 seconds. So keep it in your mind how many times you're getting up and sitting down. And this will be recorded over the 3 weeks. So I'm going to start the 30 seconds. This is 30 minutes. That's not what we want. We want seconds. Oh boy. All right. I thought I had set this. Here we go. 30 seconds. You might want to time it at your end as well. We're going to start. All right. So feet planted. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep counting in your head. 5, or however many you're at. 8, 9. That's it. How many did you do? Maybe you want to write it down on a scrap of paper so you don't forget. And then we'll talk about it later at the end. So I hope that worked well for you. Let's go ahead and come to standing. And let's take the chair. We're going to start facing the chair seat. So a way to do downward facing dog standing would be using your chair seat. You're going to come close to the chair and you're going to place your hands about halfway along the edge of the seat. And then you're going to step back a bit and only you can gauge how that's going to feel. And then the idea is just to let the arms rest on the chair seat. I'm injured on one side, but look at this front arm. And then you can kind of stretch back and out. So it's like you're pushing your sits bones back to the wall behind you and you're stretching out the spine. Stretching out all the vertebra, all the spongy discs between the vertebra for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming out of it slowly, you can grab onto the seat and just step forward a bit. And then come on up slowly, slowly. And then place one hand on heart, one hand on belly, just to pause. And again, noticing where has the energy moved in the body, heart beating, blood flowing, chi or life force circulating throughout the system. Let's go ahead and address our chair seat one more time. I'm grabbing the sides of the chair. I'm going to shift the weight into the left leg, and I'm not going to mirror you for this. So you're going to bend the right knee. Inhale, bent right knee to nose. Exhale, float the leg back in a donkey kick. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, stretch it back. Try to keep the hips square to that straight edge of wherever. You'll want to lift that right hip. All right. Let's do 8 or as many as you can manage. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Refloat that right leg, point the toe. Touch the whole leg down. Touch and lift. Touch and lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Refloat that leg. Don't let the head dangle. Touch the foot down on the left. Float the leg up. Touch the foot down on the right. Moving from side to side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that right foot over to the left. Tuck the 5 toes. Lift the right heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press for 8, 7. Don't let the head dangle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Right foot comes to left. Micro bend the knees, left and right. Very nice. And then come on up, slowly rising up between sides. And then just shake anything out that feels like it needs it. I'm going to switch this around. Okay, so now the weight goes in the right leg, and we're going to move the left leg. So left bent knee into nose. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Donkey kicks. And try to keep the pelvis squared to the front. So you're not going to open that hip when you lift the leg. Okay? So left bent knee. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-extend, point the toe. Whole leg comes down, the toe touches, the leg is straight. Inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Refloat it. Left foot touches down right. Lift the leg. Left foot touches down left. 8, 7. That leg is light and empty. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that left foot over to the right. Tuck the 5 toes. Lift the left heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Left foot meets the right. Let's micro bend the knees left and right. Slowly come on up. You can use this back of the chair seat perhaps to help you get up, but don't just pop up. You don't want the head rush. You don't want to pass out. We don't want you to pass out, okay? All right, so standing for this one, this is lots of fun. We'll close with a little bit of breath of joy. So the feet come directly under the hips, the toes point forward. You're going to take 3 sips of air, sip, 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 and then let it out. So you're going forward, side, up, and back. Think of yourself as a conductor, all right? Sip, 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 press, sip, 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 press. Really get into it. Greeting the morning. Two more. Very nice. And let's just shake everything out. And just to finish, we're going to do some shaking. So when animals are traumatized, scared, they shake. So we're going to shake and get rid of all this tension, stress. You can start lifting the heels just a quarter of an inch, a half an inch, and use this as a meditation in motion. Just move that body any way that feels good while you continue to lift the heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly you're going to bring it down. Slowly bring it down. And then finding your seat, finding your comfortable chair for Shavasana, which is resting pose, corpse pose, except we'll be corpses in our chairs. So this time, placing the bum in the chair, and go all the way back into the seat. Feel some support to the back body. And then noticing where the energy may have moved in the body. And then breathing into any areas of additional tension that might remain. Just breathe into those spaces. And you're going to relax the face and the jaw, the back of the neck. And once you're at ease, maybe hands can be on the lap, palms facing down for stability, for grounding, or the palms could face up for receiving. And then crown of head lines up with tailbone. Sits bones are rooting into the chair seat. And you're going to notice a relaxation that forms in the soles of the feet. We're going to imagine placing ourselves in a hot tub. So the feet are being placed in that delicious warm water. And that relaxation, that warmth moves into the feet. And then the ankles. Then the low legs. And then it moves into the knees, permeating the complex structure of the knees. And from there, it moves into the thighs, the legs and the feet becoming very, very heavy. And then the softness moves into the hips, the pelvis, the buttocks, the low back releases. And from there, it moves into the belly, the waist, the torso, enveloping ribs, heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, pancreas, spleen, stomach, colon, all those vital organs marinating in this delicious relaxation. From there, it moves into the chest and shoulders, and then rolls down both arms, all the way to the fingertips, all the way to the fingertips. From there, it moves into the throat and the neck, and then it envelops the head, all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases, the face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Eyes sink deep into the skull, as though a white circle of healing light envelops the entire body. Noticing back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. And as you rest in Shavasana, here's a poem from Mary Oliver entitled Fletcher Oak. There is a tree here so beautiful, it even has a name. Every morning when it is still dark, I stand under its branches. They flow from the thick and silent trunk. One can't begin to imagine their weight. Year after year they reach. They send out smaller and smaller branches and bunches of flat green leaves to touch the light. Of course, this has consequences. Every year the oak tree fills with fruit. Just now, since it's September, the acorns are starting to fall. I don't know if I will ever write another poem. I don't know if I'm going to live for a long time yet, or even for a while, but I'm going to spend my life wisely. I'm going to be happy and frivolous and useful. Every morning in the dark, I gather a few acorns and imagine inside of them the pale oak trees. In the spring, when I go away, I'll take them with me to my own country, which is a land of sun and restless ocean and moist woods. And I'll dig down. I'll hide each acorn in a cool place in the black earth to rise like a slow and beautiful poem to live a long time. If you'd like to remain in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to stay right there. But if you're ready to meet the day, begin to bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes, maybe rocking the head a little side to side. And on the next inhale, let's float the arms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, samastiti, this beating heart. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May you know peace. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.